Hi, welcome to Truth with Tal and Isaac. I'm Tal.
I'm Isaac.
Episode number 163. Coming at you today. Okay, lots of NFL playoffs. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl a little bit. Lions are not in the Super Bowl, so we're a little disappointed. But we still need to talk about it because our fans want it.
Yeah, have you heard a lot of fan asks for Super Bowl talk?
Yeah, fans want to know.
Okay.
What's your take on the Fraud Bowl?
That's not a fraud
people
bowl.
call
We called it that 2 years ago when I actually boycotted it. This would have been... When was the... It was when they lost to San Francisco. It was
Yes.
that year
Yeah, that's a Fraud Bowl.
where I completely boycotted it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, and we do need to talk about the Detroit Pistons, NBA trade deadline coming up. Giannis, come home. Come on, baby.
Come home, Giannis. Come to
There's
Detroit.
some really
You're
good
home.
Greek restaurants in Detroit. Greek Town.
Yeah.
We got Greek Town.
Okay, we're
Let's go.
veering off. Let's try to lock
Okay,
it in.
Let's lock it in. Off the top, we got some stuff.
Okay.
Chris Illitch, we would like you to be a grown-up like your dad. Sign a couple guys. You're obviously not super serious. Bregman, you let him go for $175 million. You've got that money in your couch. Could have signed him. Okay, you're not. Henio Suarez, still out there floating around. I think there's some questions about him, but he had 49 bombs last year. We need a thumper in the lineup. Sign him to a one-year prove-it deal.
Okay, I agree.
Verlander.
Come
Last year I didn't push it enough. I
I-
should have pushed it more.
I was pushing more than you.
Yeah,
actually.
I know. Okay, come home.
Come home, Justin.
Man, like you'll be a hero. Every game will be a sellout. It'd be spectacular. JV, come home.
Come home.
You can bring Kate Upton too.
Okay, next.
Yeah. Okay. Made up football plays on Thursday night and sometimes Charlevoix Street.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
Isaac and his boys, what they do is they make up football plays.
Okay, wait. Context. We have to give context to the people. What's every Thursday night? What event do I have?
Generally Thursday night football, but John Max.
So we go.
Shout out John Max. They should sponsor us.
So it's called Save Us Thursday Night Football.
Save us Thursday night football.
Thank you, Nate G, for this, by the way. Yeah. And every Thursdays we go watch football.
By the
we
way,
don't
John Pork, not real.
real. Every Thursday night we go to Jonathan Maximus on Douglas Avenue, and we watch football with like a group of us.
That's Dougal Avenue for people.
We call it it's like its government name is Douglas, and we go watch football. And during halftime and at the end of the game, we run plays in the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
I understand I'm completely like doxing myself here, but hey, you can come join if you're listening.
You want in?
Line them up, buddy.
But we did plays with the little Italian guys on the beach in Florida.
So it's just a thing, and it's like the thing online.
We did it on Charlevoix with neighbors and campanas.
So the thing online is you like this more than me. You do
do.
a hard count.
I
I don't like that.
You try and get grandma to jump
That's
outside.
I don't find that funny. I
It's
say
a bit
like
funny.
I say line them up and let's install a play. So like every night at John Max.
Oh, listen, I think you try and get grandma to run offside, and then you can just go deep. You can run the play.
So every night at John Max, every Thursday, we install a couple plays. So like when we're running, in the street, it's like, okay, this is the play we're running. And if I don't like the look from the fake defense that doesn't exist, I'll
gotta
kill it.
Kill. Sometimes you have one defender.
Yeah, rarely we get one defender, but usually not. So like sometimes the play will have max pass pro, and we'll have two guys pass blocking. They don't block anybody.
Against nobody.
They're just getting reps. So
That's good content.
we run plays. I posted one. I guess I posted one on the Instagram.
Okay,
right?
there you go.
So you should see that. This is from last week or something.
Fans like that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good off the top. Good job football. Good job camaraderie. Good job dude stuff. Morale. It's good. It's
For
important.
sure. Now we need to talk about my car wash gift with purchase. It's kind of a funny story.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we came back from Florida, whatever, car was super dirty. And on the Saturday, Danielle's like, okay, gotta go wash the car. Well, it's South Africa cold here. So I went, it was like minus 12 degrees.
That might be culturally insensitive.
Fines.
but-
No, because it's the
No, I know.
furthest south place
I know.
in Africa. It gets cold there. So I find this place just kind of in the East End. Guaranteed it's been the secondary location for several murder scenes. And I go in.
And I don't know if that's a thing we can say.
And I'm scared. But there's a dude who comes out. He's talking to me. I sit in the waiting room. Big no smoking sign. And obviously, like somebody was smoking there about 8 seconds prior to me getting there.
I didn't know that bit. That's good.
Yeah, they good. They got, the calendar on the wall with good information.
Is the calendar from like 1943 or is it like a...
Probably 2024. Like, it's not that old.
Oh, okay.
But like 2 workers there, owner/operator, and then somebody who doesn't speak a lot of English.
Okay, you know what? So...
But I'm pretty friendly to both of them, just
Yeah.
because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I don't think you need do you need a ribbon for being friendly to the service workers?
Well, it's part of the story. So as I'm finishing, I'm telling him, thanks very much, took good care of me. Then he goes over to the shelf of like dusty old stuff and he hands me a box. The box is a little bit beat up, but it's a little portable heater. It said, for you, a gift, my friend.
Don't do the accent again.
No,
right?
so it's a gift with purchase. So I think it's one of those good things that you should do if you're in the customer service business. You just give gift with purchases, right? You're not expecting it. It's just a nice thing to do. Now, it's possible that he just wanted my DNA or it was part of a murder and he just wanted to pass to me. The bad thing is it didn't work.
Yeah, but it's
the thought was there.
Yeah,
the thought was a gift with purchase.
Yeah.
Make it a new thing.
Okay. What other off the tops?
Movies.
Okay, go ahead.
So Oscar noms coming out. I've seen every single one of the Oscar nom Best Picture except for Secret Agent.
When you sleep through half of them, it doesn't count.
No. I take maybe a kind of couple little power naps, but no, it didn't really.
I have to commend you because you saw F1. You've seen F1 more than me. You saw it twice.
I saw F1.
Hats
some
off.
people were criticizing it shouldn't be. It's a blockbuster, good movie. It's good.
I agree.
One battle, far and away. They need to win.
Okay.
Sinners, they got too many noms.
All right.
Do you agree? Do you have any takes on the Oscar?
Sure. Yeah. What do you want me? You want me to talk about Sinners?
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite.
Is Sean Penn gonna win?
I can answer. So the trick is when you ask a question, I'm actually only able to answer one at a time.
What's your favorite movie?
Of the year?
Yeah.
One battle after another.
Okay. Who's gonna win?
There's 40 awards.
No. But who's gonna win Best Picture?
One battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sinners a very close second though.
All right.
For not for me, for the Academy.
What about Marty?
Marty will win Best Actor.
Yep.
Timmy will win Best Actor.
Okay, I'm good with
Even
that.
though I would vote for Leo.
Underrated, and I think it really got robbed. How did Primate not get any noms?
Well, it's eligible for. It came out in 2026, so that'll be next year.
So it's got a whole year to build up momentum.
Ben is going to get a Best
He's just
Supporting.
part of the family, right?
They thought he was
part of the family.
I guess. Well, okay. What other movies? Is that all you need? Movie wise?
it.
Okay. I guess do 20 seconds on Primate. 20 seconds.
Okay, so every now and then, it's just good to go to the movie theaters. Sometimes you see really good classic movies that come out 40 years later. Sometimes you see Oscar noms, and sometimes you go to movies that you're like, okay, this is going to be terrible. So we had a bunch of us who went to Primate. Shout out the Primate crew, and it was awful. But they knew it was bad, so they just kind of played up. And it was kind of entertaining, a little bit of horror.
It was incredibly entertaining. 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Sue me.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was great.
So if you want to be entertained, watch Primate. I think it was only out at the movie theaters for about 48 hours. So
Yeah, I was going to say like a weekend.
You can probably see it on YouTube.
It's actually, brackets, it's actually somehow still in theaters because nothing
No way.
Nothing has come out. I was looking, nothing's coming out. So if you guys want to see Primate and support the theaters, go watch Primate.
But why don't you just
There's worse ways to spend 90 minutes.
roll back ET? Like, wouldn't you get more people
Lakeshore,
to do that?
Lakeshore does that a bit, but they don't do it enough, unfortunately.
They should do it more.
Okay. Do you have any other off tops?
Bill Belichick, not in the Hall of Fame. Like, all these Hall of Fames are a joke and project. And this is how the NFL, all these Hall of Fames are just going to be like, okay, this just shows that we're not serious. Somehow, at least 11 people didn't vote for Belichick to make the Hall of Fame.
Sorry, I think you should give context. It's 11 of 50.
11 of 50.
Minimum.
Yeah. Can I get your take on this, please?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking. Do you know, we haven't talked about it, really.
We have not talked about it.
What do you think my take is? Because it's a little elitist, and I recognize
It's
that.
probably a 4-point take.
Okay.
Deflategate, Spygate, jealousy, and a lot of love for Tom Brady, thinking that Belichick is not anything without Brady.
Okay. Kind of right, kind of not. My broad initial take is I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the Hall of Fame. We disagree on this, and I understand I'm in the minority. I don't care really about any Hall of Fame. I don't care who gets in. I don't care what hat they wear when they sign to get in the Hall of Fame. I don't care about any of that. It doesn't matter. It's all fake to me. Okay? That's my take. You disagree.
Yeah, listen, when the Hall of Fame, like 30 years ago before the 24-hour news cycle, every Hall of Fame announcement was a big deal, right? It'd be SI.com. You'd read 4 pages on it. It'd be interesting. Now with, you getting Australian Open locker room updates 1 hour after it happens, Hall of Fame is just not as big a deal in the news cycle. But, historically it is. And so I think a lot of people my generation
100%.
still give it a lot of credence.
Even people my age, it's just like, I just don't care. I care, like, it just doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I guess legacy stuff, but again, I don't care about that. So that's my initial take. regarding the Bill Belichick thing specifically, it's just like preposterous. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm not a Belichick like radicalist by any stretch. I don't support, the way he's treated people, the way he talks to the media, his relationship, all that stuff. I think he's just like a weird old guy who's mean. And like why not be like Greg Popovich, where there's like a lovable charm to Greg?
You shouldn't talk about Belichick's girlfriend. That'd be inappropriate to talk about on the pod.
Well, he's a pedophile, right? Like I don't know if I can say that, but like he's a pedo. I'm not a Belichick guy. I'm not a Belichick guy.
Weird.
But like that's all very exterior and it's not relevant to this conversation. The Hall of Fame relevant. I don't think 11 guys didn't vote him in because he's a pedo, right? I don't think they're that upstanding.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think they didn't vote him in because he was mean to them for 25 years.
Yep.
That's my take. Does it matter? No, I don't think it does. So there's my Belichick bit.
He's going to do a big fundraiser the same night as the Hall of Fame ceremonies, and it's going to that'll get a lot more hype than LC Greenwood not getting in.
Okay, so I have two off the tops then. I know this is dragging, but it's fine.
These are good off the top.
The first off the top is that there's been some critiques that I'm mean on the podcast.
Mean to me?
Mean in terms of scheduling and like getting you back on track. I'm here to say one of us, there's two of us that do this. One of us has to have some sort of like schedule and routine so we're not here for 4 hours talking about Bill Belichick or the latest Primate or whatever, you know what I mean? Someone has to keep us like moving.
So this is just Team Tal Nation rearing up as many voices, just support for OG. Okay. That's got to be it.
It's extremism, right? It's actually radicalism. But my take is, no, I'm not being mean or cutting him short. It's just sometimes there's a schedule to maintain, and one of us has to keep this schedule. Actually, I'm happy for him to.
I completely agree with you.
Okay, so you incited riots, and you tell your radicalists. I know it's not a good time to make jokes like that, but
oh my gosh!
But you tell your extremists.
Isaac canceled.
No. You tell your extremists and your protesters to back off me.
So listen,
get the
fans
guns away.
I appreciate the support. Keep pushing them.
No, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, here's the thing. There's times when I have to like run meetings and I have to be bad cop.
Oh, here we go. Buddy runs meetings.
No, it's true. And I got to keep the schedule. This is not one of those times. So I just get to talk. And you got to cut me off and that's okay.
Well, it's not. I'm not
just
cutting
make
you
sure
off.
you're showing
No. I'm cutting you off right now. I'm not cutting you off just to do it for fun. I'm cutting you off because like
we need to stay under 40 minutes.
We need to talk 45 minutes. We need to talk about the Super Bowl.
We're 12 minutes in. We haven't really got to our topics yet.
And I even have another off the top, and it's about Jimmy Butler. And I could do 3 damn hours, and I'm not even going to get into it.
Yeah, sorry, Jimmy.
So I just wrote it's a sad day for sports, and it's a sad day for
North
Jimmy. America.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's talk about the Super Bowl now. I won't cut you off.
Okay, we're going to talk about the playoffs just a little bit. A couple of interesting takes, and you brought this up to me. Did Dante Moore stay in school to avoid the Jets? This is the quarterback who would go number 2 in the draft. It's just a funny thing that
we don't need to talk draft stuff now. I don't think he did. I think he stayed because he's just going to get a bunch of money. But it doesn't really make it. I don't really understand it, but I also don't love him as a prospect.
Okay, so NFC playoffs, lots of really good games. Like we admit that we saw a lot of good games in the last month. Not necessarily well played, but very exciting, right? Like the Pack and the Bears. Not a well played game, but very entertaining. I need to talk just about the NFC in general for a couple minutes. Nobody in the NFC North is any good. We're going to roll next year. NFC West, scary. Because honestly, the 49ers had a bunch of injuries and they were still good.
Substation.
Rams, Seahawks. Yeah, that's weird.
We'll talk about it.
Rams, Seahawks are both really good, assuming that Stafford doesn't retire. Like, there's so many rumors about this. I think this is just how it's going to be with Stafford for the next couple of years.
So I'm just following along because you're going quick.
Yeah.
And I'm slow. So you buried Aaron Rodgers because one of my key takeaways from the playoffs is
well, that's AFC, but yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
RIP Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah. Anytime we want to dump on Aaron Rodgers, we can do that.
Okay, so we don't need to talk about him anymore.
No.
You talked about the Bears. You said Bears-Packers was a bad game. I just want to celebrate the Bears' collapse and Caleb's collapse.
Fair
Sorry
enough.
to Urban Paul.
Good.
Respectfully to him. But I wrote that down. I want to talk about that.
Okay,
Niners substation, RIP Achilles. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Respect.
because their practice facility is next to some
I don't know, some
plant
crazy
that,
thing.
Makes zombies. That has caused more tendon and ligament injuries.
What other playoff bits you want to run through?
NFC South shouldn't even be able to compete in the NFL. They should be playing in the SEC next year. That's how bad they all are.
Okay, next. I didn't know we are just going to go through every division.
I'm just setting up hype for the Lions next year.
Okay.
Fourth place schedule.
Okay, buddy. First of all, fourth seed. Lions have the fourth seed this year. Second of all,
Braden or Blake who came up with that?
Me.
Did you?
Actually, yeah. Give some credit to me, buddy.
That's a good take.
Thanks. Actually, let's get back on track. Chargers. I don't want to do the division bit because I think is non-value added.
I just wanted to let the NFC know that you're officially on notice. Lions are coming back next year. You go ahead.
We have a Lions thing we'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
There's more relevant and timely things.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say to the Bills or Josh Allen?
Sorry, Josh. This was your opportunity this year. You kind of blew it.
So,
sorry, Uncle Phil.
I wrote down, shout out Uncle Phil, because we have to express our condolences to Uncle Phil for this and
Phil's
for Nate G. But I also wrote down, sorry to Josh, overrated Allen, that he's just not that good. Sorry, guys. The Josh Allen Hall of Fame talks, and everyone's hanging the banner.
People forget that the first 3 years he threw a ton of interceptions and a lot of fumbles, and then for a couple years he's been pretty good.
Yeah,
but then he just kind of reverted back to the mean.
He's just not he's not my favorite player in the NFL, like he is the media's and all the fake Bills fans that emerged. Not Uncle Phil and AG, but all the other fake Bills fans. Sorry about that. You know what? Shout out Jarrett Stidham. It was a very fun week-long story of hey, imagine if he wins. And then they lost, but it was still fun for 6 days. I
agreed. It was entertaining. And also the talk about who they're going to bring in. Are they going to bring in Tom Brady, who's 48 years old, and play quarterback for them?
You were definitely on Reddit buying conspiracy theories like that.
No Reddit. Yeah. I go to Reddit.
No Reddit. I go
to Reddit for work stuff.
No, we're not going to get into work.
No.
Chargers, Mike McDaniel, offensive coordinator.
Dude, I didn't. You know what? I stopped paying attention to the coaching cycle.
Okay, that's. I won't pry. That's fine. I will say the Chargers.
What's your take?
I'm buying a lot of stock for the Chargers. Again, I did 3 years ago, and I am back.
Okay.
They'll probably win that division next year. That would be whatever odd. You're going to get
their
good
O-line
odds.
needs to stay healthy.
Yeah, and they're going to regression or law of average. They're going to come back to the mean, and their O-line will stay healthy.
Are they a 4 seed in the AFC? No, they're 3 seed.
What do you mean?
Their schedule.
Oh,
actually,
no, 2 because the Broncos won, and then the Chargers, and then the Chiefs, and then the Raiders didn't have a great year.
No, they did not.
Okay, so there was some good playoff stuff. Now, do you want to go veer towards Super Bowl now?
Yes, I think we should talk about the Super Bowl.
Okay, go ahead.
So, really interesting Super Bowl matchup. AFC Patriots, their rebuild, took about 3 months. They're back in the Super Bowl, having one of the easiest regular season schedules and playoff paths in history. But guess what? 3 years from now, nobody's going to care about that. They're going to say, oh, Patriots made the Super Bowl. Drake Maye was top 2 MVP. I like the Patriots as an organization. They do a lot of things right. They obviously did well with the Mike Vrabel hire. I think they only won 4 games last year. Is that right?
They won 4 games the last 2 years.
That's crazy comeback. But they've got guys. The defense is playing great. We need to say that May actually hasn't been playing very good. Take aside the weather, second half last week. Still, May hasn't been playing good. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they do in the Super Bowl. I'm looking forward to see how they do against the Seahawks. Little shout out to our man Luke Wilson, our best pod ever when Luke was sitting here. But
do you think he's better than Tom Linnell? It was close. Tom was good.
Tom was quite good. Wiz is really good with his college basketball. Coach Rob. Yeah.
It's an esteemed company. It really
is an esteemed company. We actually should get a couple more folks in here for post-Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We'll get some more guests in.
Okay.
Good?
Sure.
Okay, good.
I'm not scheduling coordinating. That's fine.
I can do that.
Yeah, okay. You won't. Okay, so the New England thing, there's a lot of angles to look at. I guess we'll stay with New England very briefly.
Yeah, please do.
Here's kind of my take on the New England angle. Anyone who's not happy about New England, because there are a lot of people that aren't happy about New England, are either A, can you guess? There's 2. There's A and a B. One of them you should for sure get.
Well, I would say anybody that's in their division, right, who they beat the crap out of for 20 years.
So I just kind of said anti-Patriots / Tom Brady people.
Okay.
There's people that hate Tom Brady.
Colts fans and Bills fans. And
sure. Any
people like
game.
that.
Okay, but now the Bills things. B, I just wrote Josh Allen extremists. All the Josh Allen extremists that emerged the last little bit, they're all upset because
I think
New England.
Sometimes those guys have dinner together.
Yeah, they're on Reddit talking about how bad the Patriots are. Respectfully. So it's a great story. New England's a really good story. I don't care that they were good for my whole life and sucked for 4 years and now they're good again. I don't care.
Listen,
It's
if
good
they were
brand-
in
it's
the
good-
NFC, this would be a completely
business.
different conversation that we're having. They're not, so we don't worry about it.
Now the Seattle. I think Seattle's very likable too.
I know it's a great fan base. We went there, I don't know, a few years ago, and it's a spectacular place to watch a football game. Sam Darnold, like, what
That's
a
the
great story.
That's the story. And it's like, he's a genuinely good dude. Like, he's a real good dude who was kind of kicked to the road too quickly from an awful organization.
Who drafted him? The Jets?
The Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played the Lions in the first start. And I think Darnold's a good dude. He's very easy to root for. Their coach is a Michigan man, and he's very easy to root for. Their defense is a lot of fun to watch. Smith and Jigba's a great story, too, even though he's an Ohio State guy.
Walker is a great running back.
What's his first name?
Kenneth, I think.
Is there how many Walkers?
He's the third.
Good. That's all correct. I'm proud. So I think the Super Bowl
Can
has
you
motion.
spell their wide receiver's last name for me, please?
Yes, I can. Njigba.
That's incorrect. The I is after the A.
Eyes after the. I
just made that up.
That's
I
a
know.
trap. I would say the Super Bowl has motion. Would you agree?
I agree. That's motion. Listen,
Who has more motion? Who has more motion? Super Bowl or John Pork?
well, John Pork is not a real thing, and if he ever was a real thing, he's dead. Okay? Sorry about that, John.
Okay. So, every analyst.
It's a great story. Here's the thing.
John Pork's a great story.
No. 2 weeks between Super Bowl sucks. Everybody knows that. The Pro Bowl, which is like, I don't know, they play Frisbee or something.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, really. Like, they're not even running plays in the parking lot. They're just playing Frisbee.
Yeah, that's a good take. Like, what we do, we'll literally do it in minus 15 weather.
We did it 2 weeks ago.
We
with the neighbor.
We run plays, and there's
We've
a
never
higher
met.
level of competition and actual, like, care and passion that goes into those plays
Agreed.
than the Pro Bowl. And I'm not even being hyperbolic.
Yeah, like Wiz tried to really break a tackle.
Yes, like there's a real thing that happened on our neighbor's lawn.
Yes. Sorry, Pat and Dave.
Shout out Pat and Dave. Okay, so everyone's on Seattle. I guess let's talk actual game outcome now.
Yeah.
What do you think, prediction-wise? Give me a score and give me a little...
I've got good back and forth game.
Yeah.
Seahawks win late. We've been talking about Darnold throwing the pick that is telling.
It's you.
It's me. We've been saying that for 2 years. It became apparent last year when he did it against the Lions, and then they got booted in the Rams in the first round. This year, Darnold doesn't do it. He throws the late touchdown to Jackson Smith in Jigba.
Nice.
27-21. Seahawks win and cover.
Okay, who gets MVP?
Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Quarterback always wins the MVP.
So this was good. So I'll do my take here. I think the New England O-line is very weak. It's very, very weak. And
Seahawks defense is good.
Seattle's defense is good, man, and they can get to the passer. So I think Maye's kind
What's
of going
that
to be
safety that you love?
the rookie, Nick Emmanuel. I struggle with the last name, but it's something
good.
like that.
Yeah.
Seattle's like some of the advanced stuff, like they're kind of liable to the deep ball, and May's the best deep ball throw. So there is a world where there's like some deep throw, like Pop Douglas down the sideline. Like there's going to be some things.
Now, it's in San Fran.
Yeah, so all their
Is wind
Achilles.
a possibility?
I don't know, but all their
that
Achilles are
affect
going to
people?
blow up because it's in
that's
Francisco.
right.
That's how that works.
I forgot about that.
I said Seattle's going to, I think Darnold is going to show glimmers of, oh, here we go. Because it happened last game. It happened in the Rams game.
So's May.
No, but
May is nervous.
But the Darnold thing, like everyone is waiting for the Darnold collapse, and there's like a 3-play stretch in the Rams where he took a couple bad sacks and missed a throw, and everyone's like, here it is, and he came back and he was fine.
I don't believe his team thinks that. I think
No, they're in.
Casual fans are like me, or like, oh, there's Darnold.
So I wrote down Seattle 24-16.
Okay.
Final score, and
Right.
I'll lean Darnold. I guess I'll give you a
Darnold
couple
for
of things.
MVP?
Yeah, I'll give Darnold MVP.
Okay.
Coach Rob also thinks Seattle comfortably. Just to let the record reflect that. We can't get cute.
Coach
here.
Rob's almost always right.
Ball knower.
Yeah.
Everybody's on Seattle, and that's kind of shaky. But I still think Seattle's better, and I think they're going to win. I have 2 questions for you though.
Yeah.
This is kind of trivia E. You kind of be thinking Drake Maye's 23 years old. You're like, isn't that a little early for a quarterback to win a Super Bowl at that age? I'm going to ask you, what was the last time a Super Bowl winning quarterback was 23 or younger? Oof. I can give you a hint if you need one, but I'll leave it with you.
I'd
for now.
like a hint because I really have.
It was in my lifetime.
In your lifetime. So Tom Brady was older than that. That's super tough. I guess Mahomes.
So Mahomes was second. He was 24 when they won in 20. Like
Okay.
when they went in their first one, he was 20.
So young quarterback.
He was 24 when they
Purdy
beat them.
made it but didn't win.
Mm-hmm. It was
I'm having a
okay.
tough time here.
2006 was the Super Bowl. Do you know what the Super Bowl was in 06?
No.
Ben Roethlisberger was 23 years old with Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Now,
Although, check his ID because I bet he was about 30.
and I looked at the stats because I'm like, wasn't that a really good defensive team in the Super Bowl? Ben Roethlisberger was 9 for 21, 123 yards, 2 picks, no touchdowns.
Okay.
So he didn't have a great game, but that was the last time a
Was
quarterback
that the
was
103-yard return for touchdown at the
James
end?
Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was that game. And then Russell Wilson was 25 when Seattle won with Luke.
Yeah. But,
And I knew, and that was like still a rookie deal.
yeah.
But that was a
third-round
defensive
pick.
team.
Yeah, that's the big thing in the NFL. While you're not paying your quarterback a lot, you pay your defense.
And then I have another question. I alluded to it earlier. The offensive line struggles. May has taken 15 sacks this playoffs.
15?
Yeah, 1-5.
Okay.
5 a game. Which quarterback has taken the most sacks in a single postseason? And I will tell, because that's super difficult, I will tell you it was in the last 20 years. You should get it, but it's like you have to think. But you should get it. Because it was a big deal when it happened.
Kurt Warner.
Not Kurt Warner. It was more recent than Kurt Warner. Good try, though.
Because he can, take hits. Peyton Manning.
Nope. Good guess. It was... should I just tell you? Okay, I'll tell you. Because you're close. It was Joe Burrow.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense because he gets a crap
And I
kicked
remember
out of him all the time.
in 2022,
yeah,
that's
but I was only in one game probably.
he took 19 that postseason. So basically, I'm saying Seattle is 5 sacks. May is 5 sacks away taken from
Tying or beating?
surpassing because May has
Okay.
15 and Burrow 19. So 19 minus 15 is 4. So 4 to
Good
tie,
math.
5 to take the lead.
Okay.
That's some good Super Bowl dialogue. Do you have
That is
anything
good.
else?
No,
right.
I think I'm good.
Okay. Now, do you want to talk about the Pistons and Giannis, or do you want to
I
talk
just
about
need
the
to talk
Lions?
about the Lions for a minute.
Okay.
First, SI has done their top 100 players. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't read all of it, but I looked at the top 10 today. Lions have 2 players in the top 10 in the NFL. Who are those 2?
It's probably Panay and, either, I would say St. Brown or Gibbs. You could
Gibbs.
go.
Yeah,
Okay,
St.
that's fine.
Brown is up there, but maybe in the 20s.
Notice I didn't mention Aiden Phantom Hutchinson.
Yeah, he's up there too. But listen, they've got elite talent at running back, wide receiver, offensive line, defensive line, linebacker, and good talent at a lot of others. Get a couple of linemen, get one more edge, and just go win this next year. Don't sit on your hands and wait for it. Don't trade 3/3 for a cardio wide receiver. Get an offensive lineman who can play.
Yeah, I agree. I won't
Do
get,
it.
I won't get into the Lions now. I don't have
Not yet.
capacity.
We'll do that.
No, even I'm just
Post
saying.
Super Bowl.
I don't want to rip on the OC hire. I've done that enough to Steve V.
No, but
and
now they
Dorn.
got a good brain. They got a new guy. Who's the other guy? Pitzig or something?
Well, that's the OC. They got Kafka from the Giants. Who's some
Passing game coordinator.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to. It's okay. The Lions will save my life. I'm not there right now.
Okay.
So
All right.
do you need anything else, Lions, or can we go to?
No, let's talk about the Detroit Pistons.
Okay, go ahead.
Some people have said that they are clearly the best team in the East, and it's really not up for debate.
Who said that?
You said that.
Well, that's my first thing. I just wrote down they are simply the best team in the East.
Yeah.
I just wrote it again.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It says right there on my paper. So I'll let you kind of lead
Okay,
this.
so
I don't
all
know
the
where you want to go.
So
with
all the
this.
NBA people are talking about Giannis because Giannis is now packed a bag and he's ready to go. I think secretly he's probably been talking about it for well over a year. So there's 2 questions. 1, should the Pistons go out and get Giannis? And 2, what is Giannis's goal? If his goal is to go to Hollywood or go to New York, okay, then we don't want any part of that. But if his goal is to win a championship, the Pistons actually have either the 2 or the 3 in terms of the best chances to win that, right? So, you want me to keep going?
I can speak to that.
Yeah,
'Cause I
please
wrote
do.
that down in bold and italics. As of January 29th, the Pistons have the 3rd best odds to win the championship, right? So OKC is the heavy favorite. Then Denver 6-1, and then the Pistons are 3rd. They're 14-1, but we will just say that they're 3rd. Okay.
I actually put the Spurs,
Spurs are just behind them. Good.
yeah,
Spurs are 15, I
right
think.
there. Rockets, Knicks, they're later on down the road.
Yeah.
The thing about why the Pistons are so high is because they're playing in the East. And as we'll discuss later in the East, lots of warts. on the Eastern Conference.
Well, yeah, like if you look at it, Cade is a Shea substation visit away, meaning like a fatal injury. Cade is one of those injuries away from like being the MVP. Like he's there. Like that's
yeah, okay.
Like you know what I mean? Where it's like
Yep.
Shea goes out and misses a ton of time or something.
He's right there.
It's Cade, right?
Yeah,
and that goes for the playoffs as well.
Yeah, where's Luka?
We hurt his ankle because the court. I'm sure you read all about this. He was very upset about he tripped. The
Did
court
Cleveland
level
have some court or something goofy?
Yeah, I was
What's
watching.
their deal?
I guess the court was like kind of. You know how in college sometimes the court's elevated.
Yeah.
There was this elevated court, and Luka obviously.
In Cleveland?
Yeah, it was in Cleveland.
Is this for like LeBron's last game? They want to do an elevated court? Cause
I don't know. I was watching.
Raising him up to the rafters?
I guess, I was watching that game. Old man LeBron looked terrible. And then Poverty Bronny came in and hit a couple shots. And then all the fans were going nuts. It was hilarious. It was like they were all pitying them. Anyways.
Bronny is Chuck Nevitt.
Yeah, okay. So I think the best
Shout
team
out
in the
Uncle
East, every single basketball fan and analyst says the Pistons should go for Giannis and can go for Giannis.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Every smart basketball guy, everyone we listen to is like, the Pistons have the guys and it makes sense and it works and there's enough of a fit with him and Cade. They should go for it. So
Do you think they should go for it?
100%.
Okay, what's the package that you're offering realistically for Giannis?
Well, I called Yahoo Sports, and here's the package Yahoo Sports recommended.
Okay.
Ivy, Harris, Asar, Ron Holland, the 26-1, the 28-1, the 31 for Giannis, Thanasis, and Amir Coffey. Now, here's
Tell me the players again.
Well, you can just rewind the podcast and listen, but...
No, so not Uncle.
Who's on? Tobias is going.
Yeah, okay, got it. All
Tobias,
right.
We need him for salary.
Yeah.
To go. So it's Tobias, Ivy, Asar, Ron, and picks.
That's what I've got.
Now, here's the thing. Yahoo graded that an A. Like, they said this is an A package. This is a great package for the Bucks. It really is. From the Pistons side of things, would I pay that much? I would. Do I think I can probably either A, pay a little less, or B, get a shooter back in the deal? I think I probably can. But if I can't, then I will part ways with Ronald Holland and Old Man Tobias and Asar can't shoot Thompson, and I'll make this deal in a heartbeat.
And Ivy.
Yeah, and I like Ivy.
I'd like to keep one of Ivy or Holland because I'm assuming that Tobias and Asar Thompson are gone, right? Because they like...
In the Giannis trade, no matter...
In the Giannis trade.
If Giannis is in a Piston uniform in a few weeks, 100% Harris and Asar are going the other way.
Yeah.
Fact.
And one of Ivy or Holland, or again, if you're Milwaukee, you want both. Can we do with 3 firsts and 2 pick swaps? I wrote down Tobias, Asar, Ivy, 3 firsts and 2 pick swaps. And I'm fine with that trade.
Yeah, so we're both kind of in... Look, there are some concerns that come with the Giannis, for sure. I recognize those concerns. But you know what I smell? I smell blood in the water, and the blood is not good teams, and the water is the Eastern Conference.
Agreed. Take advantage of the opportunity that has been presented to you. It's possible that one of these teams next year, or even maybe this year, figures their stuff out and the water is not as bloody. But right now, it's full of blood. Let's go. Chomp on that.
So, just regarding the Giannis specific side of this, both parties have kind of severely mishandled the situation, right? So from my understanding, Giannis hasn't requested a trade. Everything that's coming out is kind of leaked and through other sources. He does not want to look like the bad guy. I think he's a respectful European man, and he doesn't want to be perceived by the general public, by Milwaukee, by the fans, as a bad guy for asking out.
Listen, and I think Giannis has proved himself to be very loyal to Milwaukee. He brought them the first championship in something like 42 years. He can go out respectfully. I think that's
100%.
okay.
I agree. And then Milwaukee, do you know why Milwaukee's, I think, has mishandled this? Other than some like weird team building, Dame Lillard trade stuff.
Well, probably the window closed a year ago, and they should have been doing this last year.
You could say that. I think that they're so afraid to kind of alienate the fans and trade Giannis because what does this echo back to? History repeats itself, doom, 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 whatever that quote is. 1975, they went through the same thing with Kareem.
Wasn't it before then? 74?
I think you requested it in late 74, and then it went through in 75.
Got it.
You can fact check me on this as this was 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And I forget it, but I think that's what it was. Giannis's value is not as high as you'd think, But that's just the reality, because of injuries, because of how old he is.
Yeah, the funny thing is Markkanen probably has higher value than Giannis right now.
It's a very interesting take. He probably does, simply because Danny Ainge is a radical and won't trade Markkanen unless you're giving him 12 firsts and 50% ownership, right? But you're probably right. I think Markkanen would fetch a better value. You're right.
I don't want to pay for sodas.
Yeah, my guys don't want to pay for sodas.
Yeah.
And also another reason why Giannis's value isn't as high as you'd think is because there's a lot of teams content to stand pat, right? Like the Thunder, they're going to stand pat. The Spurs are probably going to stand pat.
Yeah, Golden State wants them, Miami wants them. Who are they giving?
Those are the other side. And then the teams that want him don't really have the resources, right?
Lakers want them, sure. Who doesn't want them?
Exactly. Right, the Warriors technically could if they... I don't want to talk about... The Warriors technically could. Cleveland can't. Denver really can't. Like the teams that Houston can't. So... the Knicks.
I don't know why all this Knick talk. What are they going to give?
Because that was a lot of the flirting was between Giannis and the Knicks, right? What would they give? It'd be like Towns, and they don't really have many picks. It'd be like Towns and maybe Bridges kind of thing, or Towns and maybe OG and guys. But it's like if you're Milwaukee, would you rather have a bunch of awesome young guys, or would you rather have Towns and a shooter, a 3-and-D wing,
who's probably one
negative asset,
bad crab dinner from completely losing it.
Yeah, I hate watching the Knicks because he's very upsetting to watch.
Here's the problem with the Knicks. Their two best players, one can't play defense, and the other has Brunson can't play D.
No, I guess Cat. I was going to say Cat really can't, but
Cat doesn't play good D, but he
he'll
also
bump
has the
bodies.
mental capacity of a lamb.
Yeah, be careful. You're going to say something else.
I was going to say something else.
Yeah.
This is a respectful family podcast.
Yeah.
You can listen to this podcast with your children.
Of all ages, even.
For sure.
With all this Giannis talk down, I will say that there's a 1% chance that the Pistons trade for him.
Agreed.
And it just sucks because of how glaring and how right it is. It's just perfect. But Langdon's proven to be very conservative. He will be again. Maybe he makes some move on the margins to improve shooting a bit.
Yeah, picking up Luke Kennard, okay.
Yeah, if that's our big deal, and I kind of expect it.
That's what I expect to be. I know I'm going to be disappointed. It's going to be something like that.
But it's not like we're being unreasonable for thinking that it makes sense. No. I have smart people in my ears that I listen to podcasts, and they tell me, and they say, "Hey, Isaac, the Pistons and Giannis makes a lot of sense." I say, buddy, I know.
It makes a ton of sense.
I'm saying this for 2 years.
Like, is Giannis going to go to the West? And listen, if Giannis doesn't end up in a Pistons uniform, great, go to the West. We like the MVPs out West, so that way we don't have to deal with them until the finals. And they've gone through a gauntlet of other MVPs to get to the finals.
I agree. Okay, what else do you have to say?
No, I was going to talk about some of the other teams in the East, but I think we've covered it.
Okay. Do you have no other thoughts right now?
Boston will be fraud checked in the playoffs. Tatum's not coming back.
He's coming back. Like, it's just...
No, he's not going to come back this year.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Okay. Well, like, play this in a month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever.
No, he's not coming back.
Old man Tatum will trot out there with the
stupid kid.
This is
just
kid.
chatter to get...
His stupid kid courtside on his iPad. We'll see him all the damn time.
His kid is named after poop.
Yeah, Deuce. Yeah, if you're wondering. Because there's lots of... Could be... Who knows what he could call it, right?
Could be poop.
Yeah, but... it's fine. I don't want to get into the Celtics.
Okay. All right. Fans, thanks very much. Oh, by the way, next pod, we're going to do all-time best dessert draft.
Cross that off.
The fans want that.
Dessert.
It's a good draft.
That's
Desserts are great.
Okay.
Well, what do you want to do? Appetizers?
No, like...
Chicken finger draft?
Buddy, no. Just end the episode so I can go eat damn dinner.
Thanks, fans. Have a great day.